Hey guys, what's up? Chip here. Welcome to the Chatterbot newsletter podcast radio series. I'm your host, Chip Smith from Australia, and I want to welcome you wherever you are in the world today. There's a lot of stuff happening in crypto, and I want to share with you. One of our members has literally made $100,000, in the last couple of weeks. My friends, it's a very interesting time. When we were on Twitter today, there was a lot of talk about inflation, cryptocurrency. There's a lot of talk about what Joe Biden is doing, even though if you're listening to this, the Joe Biden and the Kamala Harris presidency is nothing more than just, fakeness. So, and a lot of people are starting to wake up to this. And some of my friends that we were talking, we have many, many interesting conversations. What's happening? I have a few millionaire friends, and they were sort of saying, we've been reading your newsletter, we've been thinking about what's happening in the DeFi space, the NFT space, and there's just people have to realize that there's a huge problem going on right now with the money, the monetary value, the Fed, and there's a changing dynamic. You can feel it in the air. You can sense it. You can hear people talking. You can hear people get stressed. A lot of people are in lockdowns right now as you read this, and it really is one of those situations where people really are starting to wake up. It's interesting to me that people on our Chatterbot newsletter are probably very, very awake. I mean, you're talking about people that are very advanced. And with our newsletter, we never once put or promote negativity. I mean, we might have some videos or, things I feel that are negative, but we always try to spin them into things where I feel I can help you guys because you've supported me and you understand what I'm trying to do. There's no one in the world doing what we're trying to do I have a team of about 8 people, and people are starting to understand what we're doing. So no one can teach me what I'm doing. We've been very accurate. There's been a lot of members make a lot of money. I'm not here to ramp myself up or project that I'm some guru. I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. So I just want to be on here and just update you guys. There's a lot of stuff happening with our members. We've been giving away. We've given away about $1,000 in Litecoin just over the last 2 weeks. So I'm having a lot of fun because, hey, if I'm making money and I'm creating my own wealth, I mean, it's my wealth. I can basically do whatever we want. I can do whatever I feel, and I'm always one of the people out there. I mean, I can't help everyone, right? People that are, a few people get a bit frustrated from time to time, but my time is money. If you want personal coaching or anything, obviously there is a financial benefit for you, and so my time is money. And feel free to hit me up if you want to do that. There has been a lot of people that have done well from my individual coaching, but these days, I mean, for me, put yourself in my situation. I can help out a lot more people just by pressing a button than just doing a one-on-one. And I'm more about that, guys. So just so you know, there's a lot of things. And if you want to join the newsletter, you feel free. If you don't want to join the newsletter, I know a lot of people are getting a lot of great tips and information from our podcast here. And you can feel free just to do that. There's so much happening. And right now, I'm just looking at, we're using CoinGecko.com, and we're sitting on about $1.9 trillion for the market cap. Very, very interesting. And there's a lot of coins that we have been putting and talking about for a while now that are going up quite dramatically. So it's very interesting to see that even the Wall Street traders, they're now starting to think, well, okay, well, all these people are making money, and these shit kicker and these newbies that don't know what the hell they're doing. And as you're reading this or as you're listening to this, they want in on the action, don't they? The Wall Street traders, they don't just want to make 10% on their money. They're after the big gains. I know there's a lot of talk about ESG, sustainability, and green and the climate change and all that crap, which is the next scam, by the way. However, myself, I'm always trying to ride the trend above the trend. If you, I mean, it sounds quite silly, but we're always trying to get ahead of the people that are ahead, and it's quite hard. And I'll be honest, I put my hand up and say, hey, look, what we're doing is quite difficult. But, to be the best at what you're doing, you really need to work hard, and you need to sacrifice, and you need to make adjustments to, the other things people are doing. I have to do 4 or 5 things differently to other people that are out there and doing well. So I like to try to be four steps ahead of those people that are 2 steps ahead, if that makes sense. So there's been a lot of stuff go on, and I really think with the DeFi space and the NFT space, we made a little money there. I just have to tell you guys a couple, 4-figure amount, wasn't a lot. I feel that, instead of doing the art thing, or, basically selling tweets or whatever, you have to sort of think about the internet coming and the Internet of Things, and the internet is going to start changing. Basically, you can tokenize things online, you can tokenize things offline and put them online, and it's a whole different world coming. It's a digital world, it's a cashless world, it's a crypto world, if you want to call it that. Right now, we're looking at a price of Bitcoin that's up around about 45,000, probably more like $46,000 per Bitcoin. So there's a lot of stuff happening out there in the real world. There's a lot of stuff happening out there in the cryptocurrency world. I heard someone on Twitter today saying, I'm losing money, I'm in lockdown, I've lost my job, I don't want to get the vaccine. And, this is going to create just a whole world and a series of problems for different people in different situations. But we sort of think it's the calm before the storm. And myself personally, in Australia, we sort of, I mean, Australians are really, really unique, aren't we? Um, we're very kind, we're very passionate, sort of patriotic, but not as patriotic as Americans. But you don't want to piss the Australians off, because once you do that, you're speaking from experience. That's, you piss off an Australian, and you're not going to be in a good situation. So, I really feel that some of my Australian clients really are on the back foot right now. We're in a lot of lockdowns. Some of my clients in Melbourne are experiencing hard lockdowns, but this is what's happening. People are trying to, it is a force between the good guys and the bad guys. A lot of the good guys are taking force, and they're trying to wake up a lot of the people out there. The normies, we call them the normies, or the sheepers, the sleepers, whatever you want to call them. A lot of these people need to start waking up to what's happening. So it's interesting to me that a lot of my clients are very awake. They understand the lockdowns, the significant that, these draconian and these really evil people running the world, and also, unfortunately, have dabbled and run into the crypto space. You have to realize that this is a game. This isn't mucking around. This is serious stuff, guys. And so I just wanted to talk about that today and let you guys realize, it's going to, I feel like, just looking at the language and the predictive linguistics, that a lot of the stuff you're seeing right now is going to continue. So I'm meaning mask wearing and lockdowns, stock market pressure, inflationary pressure, things at the shops, bread, milk, eggs. Some of the cost of these will be going up. And we already knew that was going to happen. And, crypto is a hedge against all this. So it's no surprise to me that crypto has done really, 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 really fantastic over the last couple of weeks. I know people sort of think, I'm going to put $100 into crypto and I'm going to make $1 million. Well, no, it doesn't work like that. And you have to be realistic. I never make any guarantees that anyone's going to make any money. I just sort of am teaching people that, to get your mentality right, get your mindset right, and then the money will come. So it's not really about, oh, I want a coin and I want to make some money and I want to make a shit ton of, I want to be rich. I want to buy a yacht and a car.